Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Express Alive, right here on SABC 3. Now, joining us as the reigning GQ's best dressed man and hailing all the way from KZN to the shores of Cape Town, business analyst, entrepreneur, lifestyle brand strategist, a writer, a photographer, a stylist, a creative director with a huge love for all things Epicurean and the finer things in life. The man is here to share his style journey with us, and he is known on the streets sometimes as Mr. Style himself. It's Seth Shezi, ladies and gents. Welcome.
Wow. The only man that I know that can rock white socks with a formal jacket and make it look
and not look like a jester, like just make it look so cool.
No, you're supposed to be mixing up street with formal.
Yeah.
And I'm the walking embodiment of that.
Yeah. If street was a person.
I thought I'd make an effort for you guys. You know?
Oh, we appreciate. Talk to us through your journey, because as I understand, you were headhunted to become a business analyst.
Yes. So
for Metropolitan,
yeah.
In your gap year.
Yes. So, like, long story short, I decided I wanted to take a gap year. My folks were like, well, you know, we can't afford to send you to the UK like everyone used to. And so then they were like, cool. It was the thing back in the day. Like, when you finished your degree, you're like, cool, I'm going off to the UK.
Let's go to the UK.
But then I decided, listen, I was living in Rondebosch, and then I just experienced town a little bit. I was like, well, town is a different game. Like, town is a lot more fun. So I was like, hey, can you just pay for me to live here? It'll cost you less and whatever. And so like, cool, fine. And then 3 months into this gap year, I got headhunted. I saw the money, I like things. I was like, cool, this will afford me things and I don't need my parents, so I took the job. And so I worked as an analyst for probably about 4 years after that. And in that time, I was sort of like, I don't know, very happy to, you know, be working in this job. But I started noticing that I cared less about the promotions and more about the increases, because it meant I could travel more, I could do more of the things that I actually wanted to do. And my friends around my circle were always referring to me for like, where do you go out, where do you shop, and all that stuff. So I was like this super micro influencer before we knew what it was.
Oh, wow. What a
Just for my circle, yeah.
Yeah. But your sense of style is just impeccable. And I mean, I've seen it emulated by many on the streets, many people who have referenced you.
People troll through your Instagram to see pictures like that, and then they go and find outfits like that.
And they rock them and tag you. But also, you've been able to sort of make your face work with whatever it is that you're wearing. So you've got your beard going on there, and you dress really nicely. How would you say that your beard complements just your style in general?
You know, I never thought that my beard was actually a big deal or anything like that until people started saying, hey, how do you make your beard connect and everything? So then I started realizing, oh, people struggle with this thing. And then also...
Do they?
Smooth. And also then people are always asking questions about how do you keep your beard so fresh, because it always glistens, and also having like premature graying. And then I started answering, not knowing really what I was actually saying to people. And I was like, oh, cool, I mean, this is what you could do, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I was getting tagged on all of the, you know, guys with beards that connect and all that stuff. So I try and trim as consistently as possible, because that keeps it fresh. And I've got a barber who actually I rely on very deeply, called Jackson. I believe you used to, he used to cut your hair as well.
Jackson?
In Sea Point.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Because I remember one time going there, and he was like, oh, I saw you on TV last week, and I cut Katlecho's hair. And I was like, oh, cool, So I think just constant trimming, because that keeps the hair follicles sort of healthy. Make sure that you use a beard oil, and keep it sculpted to the shape of your face.
Being the traveler that you are, I've got to know what is on Seth's top 5 essential travel must-haves. Because you are, I mean, what?
Always traveling.
Look at this dude.
He's basically never in the country.
Well, based on that photo, I think you need a really good bag. So that's a Cape Cobra bag, which I customized with them. You always need a bag to carry all your best stuff. So, you know, ostrich, you never go wrong. It's very South African. I need a fragrance. I like smelling good, so that's something that really matters to me. So I currently use, I think, a Bulgari manwood essence. So you need that. And always have a night cream. It sounds like very old to say that you need a night cream, especially for guys, but you need one. So I use some oil. I can't remember what the brand is.
What?
Yeah, that was...
Who takes these photos, Sid?
I can't reveal that. But that was my breakfast for my birthday, which was last week.
That's epic. Happy belated.
Thank you. And what else? Is that for?
That would be your fragrance, your bag. What else did you say?
An oil.
And a photographer.
And you need a photographer, definitely.
Because they have to always be with you everywhere. Now, You're constantly traveling, we know that, but your look and your signature look has become is such a big part of who you are.
Yeah.
What would you say that are the top tips for somebody looking to establish their own personal brand using those sort of elements to come through?
You know what? I think it's always going to be relevant to. It's a good thing that nowadays we don't have to match our outfits to the jobs that we do. But in my space, like as a creative director and a lifestyle strategist, I can't pretend that when I'm sitting there presenting to like a brand that they're not looking at how I look and imagining, oh, what kind of content is this guy going to actually produce for us? So you have to try and present that. It's almost like assuming the job before you actually get it. So if you walk through the door, you need to look like the guy who's going to be creatively directing the next ad for Mercedes-Benz, for Bulgari, for whoever you're going to be working with. I'm just using examples that I'm working on at the moment. And you,
Just drop it in there.
I mean, I'm excited. It's a new contract, so I have to talk about it. Anyway, and so if you look like that, it needs to look believable, but also ultimately you need to look comfortable in what you're wearing, because there's nothing worse than someone who looks top to bottom in like a sleek sort of suit, but you can tell they're uncomfortable.
Wow.
You just want to like have the sense of ease.
Listen, conversations with you are always inspiring, my brother. What a way to start the Monday. Seth Shezi, a trailblazer, trendsetter, true example of someone who knows how to master his look and also drop in the odd hint.
I should come here more often. This is the best way to
Finding
start
and
the morning.
maintaining your aura as you embark on mastering your own look. You can, of course, opt for BIC's premium range of disposable razors available at your local leading retailers nationwide. Thanks very much, by the way.
Cool. Thank
Give
you.
me that
Thanks,
jacket,
guys. It's a custom. I made this.
Master your look with BIC Flex.